Guys, welcome back to another episode. Episode 4, Thursday Night Thunder. A whole bunch of stuff going on here tonight. There's going to be Money in the Bank briefcases on the line, multiple ones. One of them is going to be a tag team match. Tag team match for the title belts. Another's going to be a ladder match for the Money in the Bank. We're going to have the women's television title on the line. Women's Universal Tag Team titles on the line, which means there's going to be some debut stuff going on. Hardcore title will be on the line, one-on-one, Dave versus Rowdy. And then in the main event, there will be an 8-man elimination match to see who can get their hands on the Universal briefcase. And that all starts right now. What is going on, Grady? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing? Digital. I know you're going to be right back, but welcome to the stream nonetheless. Look at this brand new outdoor arena for Thursday Thunder making its debut already here in Season 6, and I gotta tell you, the outdoor arenas for Nitro and for Thunder are on another level. Another debut here tonight. The Fiend is here. He is in the house and will be walking down the Walters brothers. Well, that does not sound like any fun, Andrew. Andrew Dubs also in the chat here. You know, it's kind of funny. We are very close to possibly seeing Brutus and Walter return. If you remember, the Fiend originally had Walter and Brutus that he would bring down, and then all of a sudden he disappeared. Brutus Walters and Wade Ward Walters show up in their place wearing that glowing amulet, and we have not seen Brutus and Walters since Season 4, I believe. It has been more than a minute. Will we actually get to see them in Season 6, or did something happen to them and we just don't know? Right now we have no news, but I have been seeing things. I have been hearing some rumblings that they may be trying to position themselves to make a return. And the New World Order, your WCW World Tag Team title holders, winning the belts just a few nights ago, will put them back on the line here tonight against the largest tag team we have in WCW. But you look at it, we had the previous tag team champions absolutely running roughshod over the tag division, and then these two boys stepped in and took those tag team titles right away from them. What is going on, Angel? Welcome to the stream.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall, and is for the WCW World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 773 pounds, the Disciples of the Apocalypse, and their opponents at a combined weight of 471 pounds, the WCW World Tag Team Champions, Braun Breaker and LA Knight, the NWO.
So obviously, the future of the NWO, LA Knight and Braun Breaker, kind of getting pissed off, not getting their shots, and so far it looks like they've been right. This has already paid off for them, getting their very first WCW tag team title shots, taking full advantage of them, and now laying them on the line here tonight against the Walters brothers. Looking at the Walters brothers, we haven't seen the Fiend with them, so are we going to see a new level of aggression? And obviously, it's already started. Rarely do you see Brutus or Wade running anywhere, but look at this, already here tonight. Brutus getting after Braun Breaker and immediately getting Wade tagged in. So back and forth. You know, if you're the NWO, don't know how you would really want to match up in this match, which way you'd want to look at it. Both of their men are pretty much the same size and pretty much the same thing on the NWO side. Yeah, pretty much the same size wrestlers. The biggest thing, even if the Fiend does not do something here tonight, even if the Fiend does not get involved, it is almost obvious to this point already the Fiend is already having an impact on this match. And right away, double team action starting up. And look at this, Braun Breaker gets pushed back and now starts fighting through, and this is what I'm talking about. Fiend throws a kendo stick into the ring, but look at this, referee all over it. Referee's typically not on it quite that fast, but just not the case right here. That time, Brutus ready for him. He tried that again, got pushed back, tried to jump into him again with that shoulder block, and Brutus not having it. Brutus now firmly in control of this match, and you gotta wonder, how is the NWO gonna be able to stop the onslaught of these two beasts if they keep showing this kind of aggression, they keep getting after them the way they are right now? We always believed that these two could be the dominating force in the tag team division. We just haven't got to see it quite take fruition as of yet, but now with the Fiend back, are we going to see that? Look at that, catching them off guard already and taking them over and dumping them right into that turnbuckle. I don't think Braun Breaker is used to being handled like this. Normally, Braun Breaker is doing the handling, and look at the Fiend. This is what I'm talking about. Hasn't got involved as far as the referee count, hasn't got as involved as far as distractions go, but he has already tried to throw weapons into the ring. He has removed that top turnbuckle over on the side, so already getting involved, and finally Braun Breaker gets LA Knight tagged in. Will LA Knight fare any better than Braun Breaker has? What is going on? Sentinel, welcome to the stream, brother. Guys, too, remember, while the WCW World Tag Titles are on the line, if you like the content, you're liking what you see, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, and share the video, especially right now at this stage in the show. Has a huge impact on how this show will turn out as far as participation, so we appreciate everything that you guys are doing. Oh, look at this, Braun Breaker getting fired up. Could that mean that we have a spear incoming? Don't know, but rolls up that leg. Didn't think Brutus was even going to get involved in it, but he does get involved, and now the Fiend again removing that top turnbuckle pad. But the referee doesn't see the pinfall because she is putting that turnbuckle pad back on, so something that kind of backfired right there. Look at this. Oh, Braun Breaker breaks out of it, but that was almost all over but the crying. And Breaker goes out of the ring following him. Tries to get Wade off his feet. Easier said than done, however, and Wade recovers quickly and is already back on top of what is going on. Look at that, LA Knight not having any of that. So get out of my way. I'm trying to get back to my part of the ring. Remember, title belts cannot change hands on a countout, so getting a countout is not in the best interest. But look at this, pure NWO tactic. Can Wade get back in? Oh, and makes a mistake. Oh, she put up the 10 fingers, but did not have it in yet. Spear, one of the most deadly spears in all of wrestling. Braun Breaker just hits it and then follows in the footsteps of his uncle and puts Wade in the Steiner recliner, and he wins.
Here are your winners, and still WCW World Tag Team Champions, Braun Breaker and LA Knight, the NWO.
So you had the Walters brothers, you had all the things going on. They brought the Fiend down, they dominated the match, and look at how fast Braun Breaker can get that turned around. I don't think Brutus Walters expected that to happen, and certainly didn't expect it to happen in that fashion. Didn't get in, didn't break up the match, and the NWO will retain the World Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Now, if they can't beat them, who is going to be in line to be able to beat the NWO if you can't beat them by power? Who is going to be able to do it? What is going on, Herbie? Welcome to the stream. So far, I think everybody in stream, for the most part, will be wrestling tonight. That is a sharp-looking belt. That is the best version of that belt that we have ever had. Period.
The following is a triple threat ladder match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Bikers from Salt Lake City, Utah, weighing in at 193 pounds. The Professional Wrestling Extreme Classic Champion, JP.
All of the Bikers will eventually have that patch on the back of their entrance gear. Don't think we've quite made it there yet. I've been focused on a few other things, but if you haven't noticed what is going on, you can see the Money in the Bank for the WCW World Championship suspended up above the ring. That is what is going to be on the line here tonight, and you can see all the ladders surrounding the ring. So this will be the first ladder match of season 6.
And his opponents, first from Pangea, weighing in at 287 pounds,
Paul the Thing now making his way down to the ring. You know, he's got to be a little ticked off after what happened in the last episode, losing the $1 million title, which happened to match Paul's colors. Don't think he's out of it for that, but had the opportunity to get a shot in this match right here, get involved in this ladder match, and then have a shot at the WCW World title. And that is exactly what Paul wanted to do, is get his shot at the World Championship.
the LWO from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 239 pounds, Archangel Angel.
And I am telling you, you want to talk about some different levels of entrance, Pyro. This has got to be one of them. Angel now the leader of the LWO, making his way down to the ring, will be facing off in this three-way ladder match for the Money in the Bank contract that is inside that briefcase for the WCW World title. You look at Angel, you look at Paul, kind of off to a weird start here in season 6. Are they going to be able to get this back on track? And you look at what happened last time, even though JP lost those belts, he had quite the showing. So is he going to be able to carry that momentum into this match? Kind of outsized by the two of these guys, but he has got the speed on both of them. Is he going to be able to use that to his advantage and come out of here with the ladder match win? You would normally say in order to do that, you know, JP doesn't want to take too much punishment from these two guys. But look, according to what happened in the very last episode, that was on another level. He took another level of punishment and yet somehow still came out of there almost winning. First one ever to pin one of the opponents when it was 2-on-1 in a tornado-style match, both opponents being in the ring at the same time, and he managed to find a way to get a pin on one. So yeah, absolutely crazy. JP now going after that ladder, getting it set up. He was hoping that those two, look at Angel. Angel doing a little sneakity-deekity. Grabs that briefcase, and he is trying to get the briefcase done now. No ladder holding him up. Thought that one of the guys might jump up and get him, and that's exactly what Paul does and brings him back down. JP trying to get that ladder again. Paul, though, not having it. JP not having it. Nobody's having anything right now. And Angel walks right through the middle of both of them. Thought he would set it up, but I don't think he is in position. Oh, they did something this year. I do like what they did. They did something this year where it doesn't have to be perfectly in the center of the ring. That was one of the things that was causing problems, but you can see right now it's got to be in an area, but doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm kind of digging that change. Paul now setting it up. Now you can see he's a little bit further over, and you see how it moves, so good on them for that. Paul now going to try to get it. Gets one in. Is he? Oh, look at this, and Paul quickly gets through it and releases. Now, that may be a little too fast, but nonetheless.
Here is your winner, and Mr. Money in the Bank, Paul the Thug.
Nonetheless, Paul comes away winning a shot whenever he wants it at that WCW World Championship title belt. Now, we got to see how Sentinel used it. Sentinel waited till the end of the match at one point and then went in and used it. Number of ways you can use it. Kind of wondering what will happen with Paul, but it didn't look like anybody straight up dominated that match, so I think a lot of people in that will keep the momentum that they have moving forward, but just kind of one of those things where you use the old scunion right there.
And is for the WCW Women's World Television Championship.
But you use the old scunion right there, And while the other two were involved, go up and get that briefcase. Now, I bet you JP thought that there was more time, but Paul got that down really, really quick. So in recent weeks, we have seen quite a few things. One of the things we have been seeing is Rebecca attacking Witcher when Witcher least expects it. Now, you know that's got to piss Witcher off. She's got to be really upset about it. Is she going to be able to keep her wits about her tonight in the ring and focus on the task at hand, which right now isn't the motorcycle? Rebecca getting her shot tonight at Witcher's WCW Women's World Television Championship title belt. So, if Witcher can win the belt, if Rebecca can win the belt, can Rebecca then leverage that belt to get a shot at the bike of Witcher? But look at this television title belt. Really liking the way that the television titles came out this year. And you can see on Witcher, we have found more patches. So more patches now on Witcher. Witcher's outfit starting to fill itself out. Starting to look more like the Witcher we know. Will Witcher be able to retain that title belt and kind of keep Becky at bay and away from her motorcycle? That's what we're going to have to keep an eye on right there. You know, the ultimate prize that Becky is going after is that motorcycle. So far, nobody able to beat Witcher or GC Rock for their motorcycles.
The challenger from Virginia, Rebecca. And her opponent from Austin, Texas, the WCW Women's World Television Champion, the Superstar, Tony the Witch Cox.
So now if you look at the complexion of Witcher, I actually found something that had some white in it and had some non-white in it. So we used that. I feel like that's a good compromise. It still gives that Witcher type feel, that witch type feel, and biker type feel. So I think that's the compromise right there. Worked out really good. Virtually the same face scan, so it's hard to even tell the difference. It's just the difference in the complexion on that face scan, so that worked out really well. Look at that. Witcher's starting to get after her quickly, but Becky catches her riding dirty and slams her down to take control early in this match. Referee trying to stay out of the way of what's going on. Ref has done a relatively good job with only maybe one little mishap. Another thing that will be happening tonight, we have a brand new model of Goldberg. Hopefully this one, I think, looks better than the last one. Didn't plan on Goldberg even wrestling here tonight, but with the new model, wanted to get that in. We have also downloaded some other nostalgic WCW Superstars, planned on having them debut tonight, but just not going to be the case, I don't think. Just know we're always trying to improve things. And in a bit of other news, we have combined the brands of Raw and SmackDown. So now their participants are set up in the same fashion we are. Look at this. Witcher rolled out of the ring. Becky, though, doesn't look like she's going to be having it. Jumps through those two ropes and crossbody right onto Witcher. Is Kelly Kidman going to find a way to get involved? You know, Kelly Kidman made her debut last week, did well. And now accompanying Witcher out to the ring. Now, as far as the countouts go, again, I bet you Witcher Doesn't care one way or the other on the countout. Doesn't matter if she loses the match on a countout. Title belt cannot change hands with a countout. But Becky, realizing this, takes as much time as she can and then goes up top, delivers an elbow. Thought she might have been going for a pin right there. Does not. And keeps doling out the punishment, but will that come to backfire? Witcher now trying to get it turned back around. Takes Becky, puts her in the corner. Becky, though, fighting through yet again. Big right hand stopped, though, by Witcher, and back and forth these two competitors go. One of the things that I know Becky has talked to me about, wondering if her luck is going to turn around here in season 6. It might turn around right now, but only a 1 count. You can see her talking to the ref like, hey, that seemed a little bit slow. Referee didn't think so. Here we go. Big slam, rolling the leg. 1, 2, 3, and we have a brand new women's WCW Television World Champion.
Here is your winner, and new WCW Women's World Television Champion, Rebecca Dawn.
So that's the thing that you got to kind of look at. Did all the antics, did all the head games that Becky played lead to this? Did that take Witcher off of her game? And now will Witcher put her bike on the line to get a shot back at that television championship? All stuff we're going to have to wait and see exactly what happens. Now, we've seen these two, speaking of rivalries, we have seen these two go back and forth multiple times, and here they are again. Two of the larger female competitors we've got in WCW, but Miss Nightmare and Crimson ready to get it on, already in the ring, and look at that. Miss Nightmare knocks the referee out. Tried to hit Crimson, but Crimson ducks it. And now with the referee down, is there even anybody around that is going to be looking at some rules? My guess is no. How are these wrestlers going to take advantage of the time that the referee is down? Don't know, but look at this. Miss Nightmare was getting dominated by Crimson. And I bet you now the referee's going to have his eye a little bit more on Miss Nightmare, making sure she doesn't get after him again. But look, to be fair, Miss Nightmare was not trying to hit the referee, just ended up that way. And you can see one new addition to Miss Nightmare. She does have a nightmare tattoo on her back now. Pretty cool. So we are starting to find things and do things that start refining these characters' costumes and then starting to take them. I think they're at a high level, but we're trying to take them to the next level, and we're always trying to do that. If you see something that you like and maybe you've downloaded a character before, which you can do, use hashtag totes in community creations to download any of our wrestlers this year. But if you see one that you like, just request that I re-upload them, and we'll get them re-uploaded. I try to stay up on it, but sometimes we don't always see it. Look at these two. Now, no title belts on the line right now, just two really, really strong competitors trying to get after him. Remember, too, Crimson, the largest female competitor that we have. And both of these women trying to make a name for themselves in the women's division. You know, you got Aussie out there, the greatest women's champion, and I know these two are trying to get on that level, maybe try to dethrone Aussie and take over that. title is something else. Now here we go. Look at her, kind of slowing things down a little bit. Wrenching on that arm, working on that lower back. And if she gets in the choke slam, a move like that could go a long way working on that midsection. And she just continually keeps pounding that midsection. You know, some wrestlers will go after a limb or go after the legs or go after the upper body versus the lower body, go after the head versus another body part. But you can see very clearly what Crimson is going after and what Crimson is trying to get done here. And you got to think, now they've gone back and forth. You'd almost think like who wins tonight will start to elevate them up a little bit more, even up the ladder of the women's division. 1, 2, and Crimson kicking out in 2. Now that 2 count went a lot longer than I thought it would. And we talk about some of the larger wrestlers like an SC Jumpman. You also have Miss Nightmare on that same plateau. Probably a big reason why they call her Miss Nightmare. Look at that. Like one good spear deserves another. The referee down again. Like I don't think the referee got very good sleep last night because he has been on the mat and on the ground for a large portion of this match. Crimson going for a high risk, high reward maneuver, but instead is paying the price for missing it. Didn't look like Miss Nightmare saw her coming, but obviously did. Now we've seen Miss Nightmare able to take a lot of punishment in the ring and still come out on top winning. But wisely gets back in the ring and then makes a mistake right there. Crimson recovers in time now, throws her into the ring. Rolls in, but Miss Nightmare sitting there waiting, throws her into the ropes, misses one time, twice, gets a little strike 3 count on that. Now Crimson getting her in that sleeper hold, but right in the corner, and Miss Nightmare got her hands inside that rope. That's why the ref broke it up. And only a 1 count. Now, you'd think it would only be going one way. Miss Nightmare's got a 2 count on Crimson, but look at this. Crimson, huge chokeslam. Not many people survived this. She was trying to get out of the ring, but Crimson grabs her riding dirty, rolls her up now. Might have taken too long. 2, 3, and it does not take too long. Crimson coming out on top of this match.
Here is your winner, the Destroyer, Crimson.
Crimson looking like she's having a fight with her own demons in her head. Don't know who's winning between the demons and herself, but we do know that this rivalry is far from being over. So crazy, and we talked about it a little bit earlier in the match, but you are going to get to see it here tonight. The brand new model of Goldberg, and again, I just think this version of Goldberg looks a lot better. Now, men's world television title not on the line here tonight. Even though GC Rock is the men's champion, that title belt should only be defended on Monday Night Nitro. Sometimes there's exceptions to this, but for the most part, that's how it is. It is too bad if you notice they have taken out the Crouch chant.
From
But Goldberg making his way down to the ring. You can still, in your own mind's eye, hear the chants of Goldberg coming from the crowd right now. But we've seen a lot of the same things between GC Rock and Goldberg as we have in the Becky and Witcher rivalry. So GC Rock has been aggressing Goldberg, trying to steal the television title, then beating him in a three-way match with Dragonuv in the ring last week. Now Goldberg, even though the title's not on the line, getting his first one-on-one shot at GC Rock. Can GC Rock beat Goldberg one-on-one when there's nobody else involved? That is what we're about to find out right now. What do you guys think about this arena? This arena, I think, is on another level.
And his opponent from London, England, weighing in at 311 pounds, the WCW World Television Champion, the unrelenting GC Rock.
The unrelenting GC Rock, that makes a lot of sense. For sure, but looking at this is probably my favorite version of his ring attire, like when he's coming down, or his entrance attire, I mean, making his way down to the ring. Very, very fitting this year. They did a great job with this particular jacket. Hope that we see some more stuff like that. So here we go, Goldberg and GC Rock facing off against each other, and it looked like for a second they were kind of at a stalemate, but Goldberg quickly changes that, and now GC Rock getting it turned around as well. Gee, not known for making these maneuvers, what is he going to do? That makes a lot more sense. I'm like, I don't know that he can fly over the top rope. Did not fly over the top rope, however. Used those ropes going in between. But you look at GC Rock, weighs about 308 pounds. Try to take 308 pounds over the top rope. Probably not the best way. Yeah, it's really interesting. I think we got most of the stuff. Like, typically the issue with entrances is the Titantron. I think we got most of it kind of worked out. Got to look at GC Rock. Don't like that championship entrance for him. We'll get that changed up. But now these two men squaring off, going back and forth, toe-to-toe. Who is going to come out on top of this? Goldberg with a huge block right there. And still back and forth they go. Looking like Goldberg might get the better of him. Just slapping the taste out of GC Rock's mouth. And now GC Rock looking like he was going to turn it around, but Goldberg coming out on top, rolls up the leg, one. And only a one count. You know, kind of thinking that maybe Goldberg might have steamrolled GC Rock with the way things are going, but in this one-on-one match, one thing is for sure, these two competitors very evenly matched, and I think this is going to come down to a mistake, or maybe it's going to come down to one jackhammer. Goldberg has him up in the air, hits it, 1, 2, and look at that, GC Rock kicking out of the jackhammer. Goldberg standing here beside himself. If you have ever watched Short Circuit, You know what I'm talking about. GC Rock now trying to get things turned back around, back into his favor. And now just livid, delivering blow after blow to Goldberg. Is he actually going to try this? Goes up top and a huge hammer hit. Now look at this back and forth action. Oh, Goldberg says no. Goldberg's like, whatever, I don't need this. I don't need this at all. Oh, turns him around, and look at that little possum playing going on. And Goldberg now getting things turned back around in this match. It had looked like for a second GC Rock was starting to give Goldberg the old what for, but this will show you how long Goldberg has been in wrestling. Now, not just using his muscle, but using the old kielbasa there to try to get things turned back around to regain the advantage. And a huge clothesline, rolls the leg. 1, 2. And a 2 count, but look at this. Goldberg lining it up. Hits him with the spear, hits him with the missile drop kick. Thought he was going to go for the pin, but just gets on top and starts delivering some hammer blows and now some elbows. Little hammers and bows for you right there. But GC Rock still fighting through all of that. And look at this, gets him up, has him in the rockopotamus. Will this do it? Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and Goldberg. So now both competitors, both wrestlers have kicked out of each other's finishing move. Oh, that's a big scunion buster right there. 1, 2, and Goldberg still kicking out. That is crazy. Now going for the second rockopotamus. If he hits it, you got to believe this has got to be over. Hits him with it, although he's right next to the rope. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Goldberg reaches out, grabs the rope. The referee in the correct position still calls the 3 count. So that has got to kind of tick you off a little bit. I'm not even talking about Goldberg, but GC Rock, because now you know for the rest of the week, all the media is going to be talking about is he still has not beat Goldberg fair and square in a one-on-one match. Because he had reached over, grabbed the rope, and the referee still in the correct position calls for the 1, 2, 3. So thought that this might be the thing to kind of end the rivalry, but apparently it will not be the thing that ends the rivalry. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that and see how it goes. Now, the women's tag team of Misti and Kylee Watson will be going after the Hart Foundation for the Universal Women's Tag Team titles.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match and is for the Universal Women's World Tag Team Championship and the Universal Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Hart Foundation.
So it's amazing, but these belts for the first time look like they could be Universal title belts. You see the gold spilling out onto the strap of the Eagle's wing. So pretty cool. And look at this light show. If that's not enough to freak you out while you're in the ring, dark in the ring, light everywhere else, here come the former women's WCW Tag Team Champions.
And the NWO.
Just lost the women's tag team title belts to Phoenix and Mimi last week, but already getting their shot here tonight at the women's universal tag team title belts. And these two tough to beat, but so far, so has been Pamela and Holly H. Hart. Not easy to beat, so they have been dominating. They haven't been eking by at all, so will the NWO be able to take those tag title belts off them finally? Or will the Hart Foundation retain those tag team title belts? What is going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream. Rowdy having a big shot here tonight as well for that hardcore title belt. Didn't exactly get cheated, but we'll get a shot at it here tonight. Well, didn't realize this match was going to come out this way, because when you look at it like this actually, I would think, benefits the New World Order. But again, Hart Foundation very good at grappling. Some of the best female grapplers in the WCW and in all of wrestling for that matter. But this is a hardcore match, so we are about to see a lot of things going downtown. What is going on right there? Look at that. Rolls Misti right into that turnbuckle, and I'm kind of shocked that there was already a 2 count on Kylee. Trash can getting used already. And right now, Misti in the ring by herself with both women of the Hart Foundation. This year, the two women actually look a lot more like sisters, so that is interesting. Misti now going up underneath there, getting a sledgehammer and delivering the sledgehammer right to Pamela Hart. Little harder to tell the difference between the two wrestlers, but Holly on the right, little lighter brown hair, and Pamela on the left. Misti was doing a good job kind of using her body to block what was going on, but still ends up all for naught. And look at this. Pamela gets that ladder out, extended back across. Gets the trash can, tries to move that trash can out of the way. Holly now gets it, moves it out of the way. Misti moving a lot slower. And the other funny thing is, so is Kylee. Misti now takes, and actually is the first one to get to use that ladder, and is using it against Pam right now. And is that going to start turning the tide of battle? Kendo stick being used on the inside. But Kylee Watson not having it, not even having it a little bit. And now Misti grabs the trash can and starts going to town on Holly Hart. Now had her locked in. But that is all for naught. That was all for naught. Misti now grabbing the kendo stick. And look at this, kendo stick action incoming. And just getting to town, kendo stick broken, second ladder making its way into this match. We still have a table somewhere. And look at that, catches him right and dirty right there. Thought that she would use that ladder right away, but does not use it right away. Can't even see what is going on. And now a 2 count on Misti, but Misti kicks out. Oh, I thought she was putting her into a submission, but does not put her into a submission. And thought they might be retaining the titles now. For everything that we thought this match would end up doing, it has not done as of yet. Oh, hits them both with a crossbody. Misti had a chair in her hands, but that too does not go according to plan. Pamela Hart really getting after it. And now back and forth with that kendo stick. Kendo stick doing some serious damage. Is that kendo stick going to even up the odds here, even up the score, get things back to a state of normalcy? Don't know, but it looks like Kylee was trying to set up for her finisher. Has not been able to do it as of yet. And Pamela trying to get things turned around. Holly getting things turned back around. Both of them now trying to double team Misti. But a big knee, and Kylee getting things back into some perspective here. Can she do it? Is she going to do it right here? Don't know. Double team move, double punches. Misti sees her coming. Big clothesline. Missile drop kick, and we might have brand new tag team champions too. Oh, most a 3 count. Huge DDT. Will this do it? Rolls the leg. 1, 2, 3, and we have brand new, for the first time, I believe, Universal Women's Tag Team Champions.
The Universal Women's World Tag Team Champion, the Grim Reaper, Mighty Watson.
We will have to check that out, see what weird glitch that is. But NWO lose the WCW Women's World title belts, and then in the very next week go on to take away the Universal Women's Tag Team titles. Did they have that plan? Who really knows? But holy mackerels, holy smokes, that is a good match. So making our way through tonight, we are already up to match number 7, and just looking to see what else we have on this docket is we have the Universal Men's World Championship Money in the Bank briefcase on the line in an 8-way elimination match. We have Rowdy and Dave gonna be getting it on for the hardcore title belt, and that should not be a normal match. So let's just get in here real quick. Customize the match real quick. One-on-one. We just want... we need the Extreme Rules match. Yes. We need this. We need to rowdy it up. Rowdy, rowdy, bowdy, bowdy. Championship belt, let's get that done. And there we go. Extreme Rules hardcore match, right? But right now, what we got going on is Blaq, Hart versus Damian. You look at some of the, or two of the more dark wrestlers. You know, you got a Crimson, you got an awesome Christina on the women's side. But look at this, Blaq, Hart and Damian gonna face off against each other right now. No title belts on the line. But this is gonna be, and has to be, one of the most highly anticipated matches to see these two wrestlers get to face off against each other, and they're going to do it on a Thursday Thunder.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Port-au-Prince, Haiti, weighing in at 266 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Blaq Hart.
And it's crazy too, if you're gonna have a world champion, Blaq Hart has done an amazing job representing the WCW, being our world champion. So will Damian throw his hat in the ring here tonight for a possible shot at the world title? We will see. And remember, Damian is the son of The Undertaker. So we've got Kane's daughter, The Undertaker's son. Quite a couple of events going on. And if you remember, the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and The Undertaker, are the Universal Tag Team title holders right now. That'll be another interesting thing to see. Does something happen at some point where maybe they get involved in some mixed tag action? Don't know. What is going on, Bama? Welcome to the stream, brother. This light show's on another level.
And his opponent from the old country, weighing in at 337 pounds, Damian.
Look at that. Damian now making his way down to the ring. And the only words you could use to describe this guy is freaky. Freaky indeed. We haven't gone through and focused on a lot of lights and a lot of people's entrances, but we did with Damian. And you can see it paid off. Damian, too, goes all the way back to season 1, then was gone for a long period of time until the newly formed WCW was created, and then Damian made his way back, wanting to take his rightful place among the all-time greats. Still early on in his career, but will he be able to do it? Yeah, Blaq Hart's on another level. Yeah, Damian's not black. He's barely white, to be fair. He's like, I mean, literally white, like ghost white almost. Yeah, no, Blaq Hart's actually a member of the Bark Squad. Remember, too, guys out there, there are memberships available. We are still up to 6 members. Big goal of 20 is where we're trying to get to. We do that, we can give away at least 2 belts, depending on the expense of the belt. But we're very, very, very close right now to being able to do our very first one. I plan on ordering the first belt here in the next couple weeks. And then we can start the tournament. So it should be exciting what goes on with that. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, Casper White, that's right. Damian now rolling out of the ring. Going after a baseball bat. The old Totes Magoats / Sting baseball bat. And Damian doesn't care, getting after it. And Blackheart, the current WCW World Champion, trying to get that turned around right now. Obviously giving up some size, but how will the World Champion fare? Oh, look at this. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. Oh, just a 1 count. That could be their own show right there. Damian now trying to keep the action going. Blackheart trying to get it turned around, but still no luck. Blackheart just not getting any traction as of yet. And Damian keeping up the offense. Wasn't even sure that this particular referee was going to be able to be in the ring after getting whooped so bad. And look at this. Blackheart letting the elbows go, letting the hands go, and now looks like he's trying to grab that baseball bat, throws it across the ring, knocks him down, and Blackheart trying to show you why he is the WCW World Champion. Damian, I don't think Damian has quite come to his senses yet. Missile drop kick off the top rope, and you want to get something turned around really quick. That's what you're going to get. Oh, what is this? Here we go again. Sentinel wanting to get involved in this match one more time. He has been getting involved in Blackheart's matches here lately, and look at that. Blackheart delivers the nail in the coffin, but one of the bigger things is that didn't hit Damian. So did Sentinel just save Damian from losing this match? And now Damian getting his shot, setting up for it. Picks him up, almost looks like his dad's move, but changes it up, hits him with the lung blower. Rolls the leg, 1, 2, 3. And Sentinel once again costs Damian.
Here's your winner, Damian.
Once again costs Blackheart the match. Not sure that Damian and Sentinel are in league together, but regardless of what or how, it happened. Little ode to Pops there, the Undertaker. And Blaq and Sentinel now enemies, but you kind of wonder, does that start to form an alliance, though, with Damian and Sentinel? So, something we're going to keep an eye on. But before we do that, before we get on to anything else, Hardcore Championship title belt on the line, recently won by Dave. Rowdy was stuck on the outside of the arena.
Is an Extreme Rules match, and is for the WCW Hardcore Championship.
And I kind of wondered which belt Totes My Goats would want to wear, still wearing the U.S. title belt, not walking out with the $1 million title, even though that would be a higher title belt, wanting to stick with his WCW title belt. Will Rowdy bring one of those home to the Horsemen here tonight? Eagle Star still the light heavyweight champion. You will see him later tonight. Well, in the very next match, in the main event match. Going after the Universal Money in the Bank. Now the Horsemen have started playing roles in what has been going on in each other's matches. Will that continue here tonight? I think the Horsemen, tired of playing games, have put the WCW on notice that even if there's only 3 of them, they are running the show. So Dave now made his debut last week and ends up winning the very first Hell in the Cell on Monday Night Nitro. 2 out of 3 falls count through one of the competitors through the top of the Hell in the Cell, jumped down, pinned him, hit him with his finisher, and pinned him again, all before the other 2 competitors could get down and break it up. Now, will he fare the same way in a one-on-one match here tonight? That is what we are going to find out. Could be easier, could be worse. We do know that some of the competitors fare better in singles matches versus multi-min matches. So, something to keep our eye on.
Introducing the challenger from the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rowdy Hart. And his opponent from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 228 pounds, the WCW Hardcore Champion, Dangerous Dave.
Still looking for the right face tattoo, so I don't think we've got one on Dave yet. Could be wrong. But I can't put the wrong one on either. So there is that. So here we go. Hardcore title on the line right now. Will Dave be able to retain that title belt, or is Rowdy going to show him why the Horsemen are the top faction in all of WCW? All you have to do is ask any of the members. They will tell you. That is exactly right, Digital. Look at that, and that is what is going to happen in this match. Referee blocking Dave. Rowdy, though, not having it. Thought he would go all the way down. Does not. Dave playing a little bit of possum. Rowdy, though, recovers before Dave even sees it coming. But look at the state of this. Dave gets Rowdy in a reverse DDT. Totes My Goats now getting up there saying, hey, let's get rid of this right here. We don't need that at all. Only a 1 count, but referee was right in position. That's the other thing getting ready to happen here before too long. On May 15th, the first DLC will drop. They are doing DLCs a little bit different this year. So we'll have to see what that all means. Dave now getting a table, putting it down. Is that table going to play any role in this match? Hard to say. But Rowdy picks up Dave. And even if that table isn't set up, that is still a very impactful slam. And now take your pictures. Rowdy's letting you, doing a little photo op for you guys. And what is Rowdy going after? Rowdy gets after a kendo stick. And look at that, Dave. Not a move you'd exactly expect him to have, or at least not be as effective as it was, but runs through with that shoulder block right onto Rowdy. And gets back to delivering the boots. Not sure what Dave was doing there at first. Now remember, this is an Extreme Rules match. Anything goes, so you never know what's exactly going to happen. Dave tries to roll that back up in there. Rowdy picks him up, however. Big slam again onto the ground. Except this time he's on the outside, and now Dave ends up getting hit with the sledgehammer. Rowdy catches him going on by. Little flying scunion buster right there. And now delivering boots to do the same. Chair delivered. Dave still on the ground. Rowdy gets over there, now delivering chair shots to Dave. That is 2 chair shots. And look at this. Oh, the old brass knuckles. The old brass knuckles right to the head of Rowdy. That is one of those moves that really could change the tide of this whole match. And now the ring just cluttered with objects. Somehow, though, Dave suplexes him and misses everything. Like, missed every single thing that was in there. Remember, too, Dave, not this Dave, but there was another Dave that we thought was this Dave that was a member of the Horsemen. Dave now facing off against the Horsemen, probably also trying to put his hat into the ring to become maybe the 4th Horseman. And look at this, Eagle and Dave talking back and forth. Rowdy trying to get back to his feet. He does, but Dave sees him coming. Dave probably studying the tactics of the Horsemen so far to this point. Doing a good job to stay out of the traps the Horsemen have set in place. Dave now rolls up the leg. 1. And only a 1 count. Boy, just another thing. And another thing. And you can see Rowdy in a weird position on top of that ladder. Getting hit now with that kendo stick repeatedly, but finally the kendo stick breaks. Rowdy probably a little appreciative of that. And this is it. This is Dave's finishing move, the Twisted Tango. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Dave comes out on top to retain the WCW Hardcore Championship.
And still, WCW Hardcore Champion, Dangerous Dave.
So if that doesn't put Dave in the running to become possibly the 4th Horseman, I don't know what would. So we're looking at kind of a short list. We have Dave, Grady, Herbie, Kedry, and 4 others. So now that brings us down finally to the main event of the evening. Main event. Who is it going to be? Who is going to walk out of that ring with the Money in the Bank? You see, there's a slightly different look right now for Bama. Has a little bit more face paint now on the other side of his face. So an all-new look for him. Well, I wouldn't say all new, but a new look nonetheless. But should be a very interesting match. All 8 competitors getting a shot for one reason or another.
Is an elimination match. And is for the Money in the Bank contract. Making his way to the ring, representing the Bikers from Authority Megacorp HQ. Weighing in at 382 pounds.
I do agree with that, Sentinel. Haven't changed the back of Digital's jacket yet, but that will be incoming, of course. All of them will be wearing the same symbol on the back. But Digital now getting ready to get his shot at the Universal Money in the Bank briefcase. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't like this arena, I got 2 words for you.
And from the edge of reality, weighing in at 232 pounds, the Dragon!
Wait till you see what I do to Dragunuv's entrance. The next time you see it, it'll be the same motion, but there'll be some different things going on that I found in the game that will make it very, very Dragonuv specific. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Digital knows the words. And if you ain't down with that, yep, that's exactly right. Dragonuv now making his way down to the ring. Where is Dragonuv going to fall in this year? At one point, well, still the greatest light heavyweight champion with the most title defenses in a row, still sitting at 6. But at one point, too, Dragonuv, a world champion for another promotion. Will he rise to the level of world champion here in WCW? And now your favorite move right here, little dragon shimmy. It's got to give you the shimmy. You got to love it. Got to love the shimmy. Just letting you know, it's still there. He's still got it. Main event of the evening here tonight. Money in the Bank briefcase on the line.
And from the good old USA, weighing in at 247 pounds,
Grady now making his way down to the ring. One half and the only half currently of American Alpha. Right now, from what we understand, Simba wrestling over in Japan. Will Grady choose another person to form out American Alpha, or will Grady end up becoming one of the 4 horsemen? Time will certainly tell. Look at this. Whose entrance could this be? The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Congratulations to him in real life. Finishing the story. But here in our universe, will he be able to start his story?
From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
You can hear the crowd singing along with the whoa, whoa. But Cody Rhodes trying to earn his shot. Trying to earn his shot at the men's Universal World title. The whole thing about this, not only are you the #1 contender for the title belt, but you get to pick the terms of which you take that title shot. Could be before a match, you can announce. Could be after a match, you can announce. It could be during a match. Could be people are starting to come home. You run down, you hand the referee the thing, and then the match starts. You never know how it's going to go. Four of the 8 competitors
From Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds,
have already made their way down to the ring. The 5th now on his way, Bama Boy, and his brand new look. Look at that mask. The All-American mask coming down to the ring right now. So not only a new face paint, nice jacket, but a brand new mask to boot. Will this whole new look propel Bama all of a sudden into the Universal World title picture? We're talking about skipping over the WCW World title picture and going straight into it. And quite a few of these competitors here, that's exactly what they would be doing. You look at Digital, has not won the WCW World title. Bama hasn't won it. Grady, nope. Cody Rhodes, he has been the Universal World Champion before, but has never won the WCW World Championship. Dragonuv has been a World Champion, but never the WCW World Champion. So using this to propel themselves forward.
The LWO from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 226 pounds, Cecil.
Then that's the other thing. If there is anything you should be worried about, it would be this guy right here. Look at all that money just getting thrown at him. But Cecil Davis, a part of the Hit Squad, a member of the LWO, has done something nobody else has ever done before in an 8-man elimination match, and that is be the only person to get a pin in the entire match. Eliminated all 7 other opponents himself. So very dangerous, obviously, in the 8-way matches. Definitely the one to keep an eye on here in this match. If I was these competitors right now, I would team up on Cecil Davis and get him out. So you're in? I got to get you out. Now you're out. Two more competitors to get introduced here right now But Cecil Davis, another one, had his shot at the Universal Championship, but did not come through in that 15-minute Iron Man match. Eagle.
Representing the Four Horsemen from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, the Eagle Starman.
But the light heavyweight champion, not ever the world champion, so this could be something that propels Eagle Star right to the top as well. Has had world title shots, has not been able to come through with them, but will that start to change here tonight for him? And finally, the last person to make their way down to the ring.
And their opponent from London, England, weighing in at 240 pounds.
So Herbie looking like he's kind of leaned up a little bit, packed on a little bit more muscle. Same basic look, but now getting ready to get his very first shot at becoming the #1 contender and winning the Money in the Bank Universal title. Will Herbie be able to pull it off here tonight? So quite a wide range in this field, but right now, all the competitors getting ready to get this thing going. Cody Rhodes now rolling up the leg of Digital, 2. And only a 2 count. Bama and Dragonuv squaring off. And it's hard to say anybody squaring off for too long, but with those two competitors out of the ring, you kind of think it would happen for a minute. Look at that already. Huge choke slam. And a 2 count now on to Cody Rhodes. Grady taking Eagle, whipping him in the corner, but proving that no good deed goes unpunished. Cecil whips Grady out of the ring and then picks up where he left off on Eagle Star, and now it's almost like they kind of switch. Did a little presto changeo, little ipso facto. Now Eagle trying to let the hands and the feet go. Cecil, though, not having it. Digital on the outside, stomping Herbie. And a huge clothesline right onto Digital, who was facing off at the time against Bama. Now unlikely teammates for a brief second. Bama and Digital teaming up against Dragonuv. Cecil's trying to clear out his area. Dragonuv, big slam onto Bama. Referee, to be fair, pretty on top of things. Looks like Bama had it set up. Was getting ready to deliver right onto Grady. Was getting ready to deliver the Roll Tide. However, that got broken up. And instead, the Roll Tide delivered onto Herbie. Bama now rolls the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Bama eliminating Herbie. Cecil trying to eliminate Cody Rhodes, but only a 2 count. Now I'm guessing that Eagle is the one leading right now. Don't know. Digital, big choke slam on to Grady, 2, and Grady kicking out in 2. Kind of the rolling thunder right there put on to Cody Rhodes. Thought that might be setting up his finisher. It is. Roll Tide right there onto Cody Rhodes. Now Bama rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And after a long pause, Cody Rhodes kicks out of that. Bama's like in a lot of disbelief right there. Heard the 2 count. Couldn't tell who else she was counting, but it had to have been somebody because she stopped her count and then just started counting again. Here we go. Crossroads on. Oh, not Crossroads. Looks like a pedigree on to Grady. 1, 2, 3. Bama now using that kendo stick on Eagle. Now here's the Crossroads right on to Digital. Cody Rhodes about on another level. Referee, though, out of position, and Digital uses that time wisely and kicks out in 0. Dragonuv now trying to break up out of that sleeper hold. Cody Rhodes going off. Dragonuv, though, going off as well. Look at that. Don't know whose blood it is. It is Eagle Star's blood. Look at that. Eagle Star leaving blood all over the outside mats right now. Every time his head hits the ground, blood is coming out. Is Eagle going to be able to hold on? Is Eagle going to be able to get things turned back around? Bama now getting Cody Rhodes in an armbar, like reverse armbar type lock, and Cody Rhodes taps it out. So Bama now has eliminated Cody Rhodes. Oh, roll Tide right onto Eagle. That might do it for Eagle. As much blood as he has lost so far. 3. And Bama right now on another level. Digital trying to catch Bama. Riding dirty. Does not work out, however. And we are down to Dragonuv. Cecil Davis. We might not have a Dragonuv, to be fair. Dragonuv getting hit with that big choke slam by Digital. But Bama distracts Digital, so no pinfall counted at all. Cecil Davis now trying to get him. Bama split open. Bama now getting out of the way. Dragonuv trying to get things reversed around with Cecil. I was going to say, wisely, Digital backed off. Thought Digital might be going after Cecil, but instead going after Dragonuv. Now going after Cecil, delivering the big arms, and here we go. Not having it. Still, though, Eagle Star still has blood all over. Even if he's not in the match, he is in the match. His DNA is still in the match. Wasn't sure which one hit first, but kendo stick reaches its target before that baseball bat. Now rolls up the leg. Dragonuv, though, kicking out. Bama has been eliminating people left and right. Hits them with a rolling thunder. Now rolls up the leg. Referee sliding into position. 1, 2, 3. And it is now down to Bama, Dragonuv, and Cecil Davis. Oh, roll Tide right in the corner. Rolls up the leg again. 2. And only a 2 count, but look at the blood now starting to pour out a little bit more from Bama. Bama trying to get out of the way. Cecil now taking his aggression out on Dragonuv. Thought Cecil might be going up top, but does not. Instead, looks like he's going for the baseball bat, trying to get a beat on where Bama is, but Bama gets there first. Dragonuv now picking up the stop sign, throws the stop sign around, and Bama did not even see that coming. And here we go, but look at this. Bama playing a little bit of possum there. And now in a bad spot, but now Cecil's in a bad spot. Dragonov's in a good spot. Dragunov using those stairs the way the WCW intended and throwing people into them. Oh, thought Bama was going to hit him with a sledgehammer. Instead, diving crossbody from a seated position. And Bama kicks out in two. Cecil trying to exact a little bit of revenge onto Dragunov. Hits him now, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And we are down to just Bama and Cecil Davis. And I'm telling you right now, I bet you people are looking around asking the question, why didn't we team up on Cecil and get him out of this match? Because you got to believe, whether he is or he isn't, he seems to be the favorite right now between the two, even though Bama's so far on a roll in this match. And now whips him around. Dragunov still trying to make his way out of the match. Thought that might have been, like when he threw him in, there might be a pin on, like incoming, but there wasn't. What is this? Oh, look at that. Not even off the rope, but a rolling thunder regardless. 1, 2, 3, and Bama Boys wins the Universal Money in the Bank briefcase, so he will get a shot whenever he wants it.
Here's your winner, and Mr. Money in the Bank, Bama Boy.
So look at Bama having quite the year already this year. Won a title belt with the hardcore title, and in a very hardcore-esque like match goes on and wins the Universal Money in the Bank briefcase. So he'll be able to use that whenever he wants. Congratulations to all the new champions. Congratulations to all the new Money in the Bank winners. But guys, that is going to do it for us today. Remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. Become a member of the channel. That will help us get to the giveaways even faster and get real replica title belts into your hands. Looking to do it hopefully 2 times a year. Coming up really close on doing our very first one. So that is going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for everything you guys do. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and peace out.